Welcome, everybody. My name is Scott, and this week I'm going to participate in the Clicker Jam Summer 2022 Game Jam. The premise of this Game Jam is to create an idle or clicker type game within a single week. If you're not familiar, a clicker type game is basically a game where your main gameplay loop is a player clicking on your screen to do some type of action, and it results in a grind. So you keep clicking over and over again, and you reward the player. And generally, these games will have some type of automation that you can unlock. So then that way you can have auto clicks happen, and that's the core gameplay. And so you want to try to keep your players entertained with the rewards and those simple interactions to keep building out the loop. Some of the popular games, there's like Clicker Cookie. I think that's one of the bigger web known ones for mobile. There's like Clicker Heroes, Idle Slayer, Planet Apocalypse, and many, many more. And so for this game jam, I really wanted to join it because I've not tried to create this type of game before, but I do enjoy playing these now and then. I'm currently playing Idle Slayer, and I really enjoy it. It's a simple game, repetitive, but it's I keep coming back to it. So I thought this would be a fun challenge to try to create this type of game. Also, it's been almost a year since my last game jam. It was last July, so I thought it'd be fun to kind of dust off some of my previous skills working with HTML5 games, Phaser 3, and so for this jam, I decided I'd use Phaser 3 again for my library. Um, and so kind of my goals for this week is to provide daily updates by uploading videos, help keep me accountable and kind of show the progress I'm making and kind of my thought process on some of the decisions I've been making. And so like I said, I'll be using Phaser 3 for my library I decided on. And so for today, day 0, so right before the jam starts, the kind of the generally for your jam, some of them have themes. This one does not. Just the main thing is you have to create a clicker type game. And it's kind of open ended from there. What I did, I started kind of planning what I thought would be a fun type of idle clicker game. My idea is, you're a programmer writing code, and the gameplay loop is when you click, you'll actually write out some code, and as you do this, just over and over, you'll write different features as you complete various levels. And so the game will consist of some functions that actually show up ready unit test, and your upgrades could be things to improve this, such as things like pair programming, automating your task, AI, code reuse, and this would become the automation that would start kicking in to help complete, so you don't have to keep clicking over and over again. And so please excuse some of my drawings here. So these are just some notes I wrote in my notebook and scanned. It's kind of chicken scratch, but the main thing is kind of the UI. I'm thinking it'd be like a monitor with like a keyboard and mouse, and you would click the screen here, and this is where your code would show up. And then just as you buy upgrades, maybe these could show up on your desk as like visual upgrades, so it kind of keeps the player engaged with what they have unlocked. And so with it only being 7 days, I want to make sure we keep the scope in check, so we actually deliver something by the end of the week. So my thoughts are we would limit, 1, the number of upgrades you can buy, and 2, also limit the number of levels tied to upgrades as well, because there's a lot of math that goes into these types of games, and it's something I have to learn and look into to make the game fun but also scale, so that way it's just not too tedious for the end player. So that's just a few things to mind. This could be more of a prototype, not a fully fledged out game, but hopefully going to include some things like saving your progress, having the automations do the idle clicking for you, possibly using like the date timestamp, so when you come back to the game the automations would still have ran minus some type of penalty. Generally is how that would work, and kind of go from there. So yeah, that's all I have. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this content interesting and helpful. If you did enjoy the content, please give it a like, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. Stay tuned to see the first video after the first day when I'll share my progress. And as always, if you have any questions or ideas for future content, please let me know, and I will talk to you all later.